The MTV sitcom Jackass, created by aspiring actor Johnny Knoxville, editor of a skateboard magazine named Jeff Tremaine, and director Spike Jonze, appeared in American homes on October 1st, 2000. Keep watching this video to find out the biggest injuries the Jackass cast had. Bam Margera's bucket car race. We're gonna go down this hill in these carts and get all hurt. Brandon DiCamillo giggles to the camera at the beginning of the Season 2, Episode 4 sketch Bucket Cars. DiCamillo and Ryan Dunn are racing Knoxville and Bam Margera down a rural hill in what appear to be wheelbarrows affixed to platforms with wheels attached. The proclaimed objective is to reach the bottom of the hill and the finish line, but the true objective is to crash as frequently as you can on the side of the road. After DiCamillo and Dunn's bucket car crosses the finish line, the action turns to running the cars off a rickety plywood ramp, which is where Margera's injury takes place. Margera falls out into the ground as the vehicle transporting him and Knoxville crashes back to the ground, instantly realizing he's fractured his tailbone. In a 2010 video feature for Maxim magazine, Margera remarks that MTV didn't clip out or obscure the X-ray image, even though the outline of his penis is clearly apparent. The show continues with Margera in the hospital obtaining X-rays on his lower spine. Steve-O's many broken teeth. Over the course of nearly 25 years of plunging himself, frequently face first into perilous situations one after another, whether or not the cameras were rolling, Steven or Steve-O Glover has had his fair share of stunts gone bad. Steve-O explains the origin of his several broken teeth in the 2019 video that he uploaded to his YouTube page. Steve-O had never thought about cosmetic dental work despite being self-conscious about his teeth as a child. In 1995, he leapt from a balcony during a Miami keg party and fractured 7 teeth along with his cheekbone and wrist. His initial set of crowns put in January 1997 had a yellow stain to match his natural teeth. In 2004, Steve-O had a brand new set of teeth implanted following the huge success of the Jackass television series and the first film. However, by 2009, he had a bacterial infection in his gums that required the placement of a new full set of crowns. This wasn't the result of some crazy stunt, by the way, but rather a lack of flossing. Steve-O has had a different set of teeth in each of the 4 Jackass movies due to more gum issues that led to the installation of yet another set of crowns in 2014, along with dentures to replace 2 rotting teeth. Knoxville recalled his department store boxing bout with professional heavyweight Eric Butterbean Esch in a 2018 interview with Vanity Fair. Knoxville starts to say, Butterbean, but pauses. He's quite powerful. Filmed for 2002's Jackass the movie, Knoxville and Butterbean enter a local swamp meet wearing boxing robes and trunks. While customers watched, the 2 men fought in the center of the sales floor. The phrase "duke it out" isn't completely accurate because Butterbean first knocks Knoxville to the ground, waits for him to stand up, lets him land 1 punch, and then knocks him again. Knoxville collapses unconscious on the concrete floor, suffering a major gash on top of his skull, a concussion, and vertigo. When it came time to don the gloves, Knoxville complimented Esch's generosity of heart and sense of humor in the interview. It really changed him when he put the gloves on. Knoxville says, "I said something to him, he just looked right through me, like he didn't even know me." After almost swallowing his tongue, Knoxville regains consciousness and even manages a funny joke as a nurse tends to the cut on his head. Is Butterbean okay? Loomis Fall vs. Jet Engine. In the opening scene of Jackass 3D, Ryan Dunn imitates the iconic Maxell cassette tape commercial from the 1980s by sitting behind an idle jet engine and being carried across a field by the exhaust. Naturally, the team wouldn't want to waste a jet engine, so after Dunn's act is finished, everyone else gets a turn. Knoxville receives a jet-propelled pigskin to the chest while dressed as a vintage football player. Eric Roner dons a wingsuit and makes an unsuccessful flight attempt. Loomis Fall, a singer-songwriter and occasional Jackass cast member, tries to imitate Mary Poppins by using a trampoline and an umbrella, but ends up being driven into the ground. Contrary to how the movie portrays him, Fall actually had a shattered clavicle and a broken hand, according to the movie's director, Jeff Tremaine. It was the most severe injury that any member of the group sustained during filming, according to Tremaine. When he jumped behind the fighter plane, he was instantly taken out of commission. Steve-O and the BB gun tattoo. A young machine pistol Kelly is seen in a 2013 video shared online by Steve-O, giving Steve-O a smiley face tattoo using a BB gun. The Kid Pop Punk sensation says, "This is entirely for the purposes of being educational and a decent person." Even though the episode is only a little over 2 minutes long, it contains one of the most agonizing stunts that any member of the group has ever participated in. Steve-O leans forward with his pants down, one knee up on a chair, and a protecting hand over the front of his leopard skin thong as MGK stands at point-blank range with his pistol-shaped BB gun. The impact of the first shot shocks them both. Steve-O howls in pain, while Kelly puts his hands to his mouth in horror. When Steve-O's exposed right cheek is hit in the second shot, it's shown in slow motion. It looks so good though, Kelly protests when Steve-O complains that the pain is too intense.